Yeah, okay. New player circle. So,
Hey man, say man, you already know what I'm gonna say, man. It's your local neighborhood player, Damone Jr. kicking in the Player Circle podcast, and we don't try to fit a square into a circle. And hey man, today man, we got the little one Ant Hefe, man. He tripping, motherfucker. Motherfucker was on Wack100. Said he had to run a fade. The Ant Hefe had to run fade with him. You feel me? Like over this King Peel shit. I mean, really, hold on, your partner the one was on some bullshit. Ain't like I went disrespect to the nigga. I just checked the disrespect. Fuck you what? Fuck you say fuck me for? I'm like 50. Like I look at the computer and Hefe wake up, look at the computer. Fuck you want to run a fade with me for? You feel me? But we ain't turning down nothing but our collar. I'm sure that's how Ant Hefe gonna carry it. This shit dropped 3 minutes ago. We finna get to it. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer, man, without any further ado, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get to the video. We got young Ant Hefe, don't care nothing but what the checks say.
Deal with the good old people, man. It's your boy Young Ant Hefe. Don't care about number what the checks say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young Ant Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics is Timb Bomb from 456 Piru and Wack100. So a few days ago, I had been hearing about something of people telling me that Wack100 got me a pass or got somebody not to trip with me or about me or something like that. So I really wasn't giving into it because I know how the social media space get, and I know how these comments get. And they should tell you, when they give y'all these social media courses, they tell y'all to pay attention to the comments and engage with your audience and stuff like that. But y'all people got to know who to engage with. And it seemed like y'all picking a fine factor of negativity to engage with, and that is just goofy to me. I got to call it what it is. When I look at the chats and I see something goofy, a negative that don't make no sense, I'll just look right over it, man. Sometimes you got to shake your head at these trolls, man. The good stuff, that's the stuff we answer to. The fans, the supporters, them the people we listen to. Them the people that you're supposed to pay attention to in the chats. Everything else, man, is just an opinion. It's like an a-hole. Everybody got them. So, as I said, I wasn't even playing into this narrative like, hey, can't nobody get me no pass, bro. If you gonna trip, you gonna trip, bro. We not stopping nobody from tripping, bro. Like, what are we talking about? So, then, y'all know how the internet is. Somebody just had to send it to me. So, bam. Somebody I deal with sent it to me in my in my inbox. You know, I guess people always want these segments, and once you hear on social media, this is what they want you to do. They want you to answer everything. I'm not a person to answer everything, but after I watched this long segment between Wack100 and Timb Bomb, I had to answer, and I had to have some things to say. But to my guys, to my people, y'all already know how to hef step, man. We gonna always keep it classy because it ain't even really nothing disrespectful to say. We just gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So, during this segment, Timb Bomb acknowledged that I was a good dude from what he perceives and what he's seen and how I conduct myself. And a good dude. He seemed like a cool dude, man. No, he a gangster. He stand no business. He did what he was supposed to do. And all that, he say he pushing blackness. Man, you know, I don't even really want to be around no brothers, this and no crip, vice versa. And, you know, Peel shouldn't have said that. And, you know, Peel not even really from Pomona. Peel from San Bernardino, you know what I'm saying? By the way, we just try to embrace him as a homie and all this stuff. Y'all gonna hear what he got to say. But he say he need a fade with me because the chats is saying that I marked out 456 Piru. 456 Piru never once came out of my mouth. And how did I mark out 456 Piru? And this is the thing. If the chats got y'all that mad, like as gangsters, We be saying we gangsters and dudes hold themselves to these high standards from the accolades they got in the streets, but are
Motherfucker, you want to fight me because of chat? Motherfucker want to fight me because of chat? Chat got you ready to fight me, cuz? Like, chat got you ready to get punched in your motherfucking face. Chat got you. This is what they mean by don't get tricked out your position. Niggas trick theyself off the streets. You willing to die or go to prison for chat. For chat. Chat. You want to die, go to prison. You got to prove to chat that you ain't no mark. Chat is a bunch of little ass kids and bots and motherfuckers who ain't never threw a punch in their life. And you tripping over chat? Tripping over chat. Niggas tripping over chat.
are driven by civilians in the chats telling you what happened and what y'all let happen. Where we do that at? Because in that case, the civilians in the hood, the civilians in the street should be telling you, oh man, your homie got smacked and this and that happened, and wooty wow, they should just be reported all to you, just like when a million hits bring it to you. Y'all should just be getting mad, going dumb, and going crazy. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, as men and dudes that saying that they're hierarchy dudes, that you gotta hold yourself to some type of standard, and when you hold yourself to some type of standard, you gotta have some type of sense behind that. Can't no chat motivate me to trip. Period. It can only be the recipient. I wasn't gonna even speak on the King Pill situation because I didn't even feel like I punked him. I just was firm with him. But being that he spoke up and tried to interject and ask me, who disrespecting you and how I'm disrespecting you, and he wasn't hearing what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Look, the conclusion of it all, you said the same thing I was saying, but what we on? It was left quiet. After that, man, there's nothing else to even talk about, bro. I left it to him. Like, either we gonna be good or we gonna get to some action. It was left at that. Now, Timb Bomb, you out of pocket. You out of pocket if you is who you say you are, as a person, as a man, and as who you supposed to be from 456. You out of pocket. I'm not turning down nothing. If you want that, you can get that first and foremost. Second, how you gonna call me out based off what the chat is saying? In that case, if you want to fight me, you gotta have a problem with every person from 456 that was up there at no jumper if you going off what the chats was saying.
And furthermore, why the fuck chat find out you want to fight me before I find out you want to fight me? Huh? Huh? Why the fuck I gotta find out you want to fight me on the internet, nigga? I got Instagram. Don't just say you ain't got my number. You can call me on Messenger. You can call a motherfucker on Instagram now, Snapchat. Every motherfucking social media, you can just harass people. You can just call their ass. You ain't gotta know nobody, a stranger, any of that. You can just call people. You can just call people. You could just call people. So you ain't reach out and hit this nigga and say, hey, bro, I need that, bro. We meet up, me, you, a couple of the homies. We don't got to make no cash, none of that shit. Then we can talk about what happened. If we gonna talk about anything, nigga, but we ain't. Nigga, chat found out. Chat said you want to fight me, and I found chat found out you want to fight me before I find out you want to fight me. Ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that about a bitch?
But let's get into what Wack100 and Timb Bomb are saying. And y'all already know, man, it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
Punks like that shit right there, boy. That shit right there, bro. Extreme. And suppose the homies was in the backstage, right? Suppose, because I know that. Suppose even if King Pill or something would have hit Adam 22, right? I know for a fact that Ant wasn't gonna let him, and other people wasn't gonna let him. You would have put the homies in a war with the A-Trace over your stupidity, or even if it didn't have nothing to do with the A-Trace. Let's say you hit Adam and Adam shot you, And the homies would have been like, they didn't do nothing, right? Some of the homies were like, well, he did some stupid shit. Or one of the homies would have pulled out a gun and shot at him because of your stupidity, right?
Yeah.
That right there, you know, and then you would have put the homies in a situation because they would have been like, oh, Blood, why you didn't do nothing? You let Blood get shot. And then some of the homies would be like, Blood doing stupid shit.
But see, this is why I'm telling you, like,
I just want to know, like, what is the clothing he got on though? Like, is that a onesie with the feet cut out? You feel me? Is that a onesie with the feet on it to where, you know, do that? Like, what is it? Like, what is that lime green thing he got on? Like, you feel me? I'm bothered. I just want to know. I just want to know. I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking.
All the energy toward, I feel like the energy towards Ant Hefe, it ain't justifiable. It'd have been one thing if Ant Hefe would have been like, oh, nigga, whoopty whoop, and said something
And Hefe's a real nigga. And Hefe's a real nigga. Real stump down nigga.
All Ant Hefe did was address the disrespect that they tried to, like, make a topic of conversation. He let niggas know, hey, look, bro, we ain't gonna have a topic talking about how a motherfucker dissed to Trey. Right now, you gotta look at something, right?
It's not Ant Hefe. It's I'm getting sick of these motherfuckers posting 4, 5, 6 got punks. Like that shit right there, blood. That shit right there, blood. Like,
tell you?
Man.
What did I warn you about a month or two? I said, bro.
Yeah, you told me this, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, man.
I said, anything he does, they're gonna make him the face. And I said, you're gonna start seeing things tied to your neighborhood that you've never seen before. I told you that.
Ain't none of these. Look, let me tell you something, man. Look, he ain't no face of no 4, 5, 6. That he ain't even the face of San Bernardino, bro. You know what I mean? That nigga's not the face of nothing. You know, I don't even understand like why the homies even let him go so far. I was trying to reach out to the nigga. I called scream when I seen him go to no jumper. When I seen this nigga go to no jumper with Oreo and a shirt off, I was like, what the fuck is this nigga? I was like, what the fuck?
But niggas let him do that shit because he had a little bit of clout. He ain't even had no money. Nigga had a little bit of clout. And y'all let that nigga go up there repping the game. And now niggas want to be mad that niggas is on the internet talking about the game. But y'all let a buster go up there as a representative of the gang. Like, we talking common sense now. This ain't even street politics. Like, this just logic. Like, how this logic makes sense. All right, we letting him rep the gang. You saying he ain't even the face of promotion, but he ain't from, like, y'all saying he ain't that. But y'all niggas was behind him. Y'all put the gang behind him when y'all thought he was finna go up. Y'all put the gang, y'all was fucking with him as long as it was good. Nah, it ain't good and it ain't good no more. Hold on, wait. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Y'all gonna attach then detach. Same shit they did with 6ix9ine. Like, y'all 6ix9ine in the bull, y'all attach then detach. Like, come on now. Attaching then detaching is crazy. Crazy, nah, nigga. He don't detach the nigga now, bruh. Like, that motherfucker went up there as a representative. He got representatives with him. You know? That's why chat saying what they saying, but you listening to a bunch of little kids though. Don't fall in a trick bag, man. You done fell in it though. You done fell in a trick bag. Now young Ant Hefe, like, if you need that, you can get that. And it look like if you turn that like this shit, gang war over this podcasting shit is insane. It went from rapping to podcasting. Niggas is dying over podcasts. Niggas is dying over podcasts. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me finish. Hold on.
Fuck, blood, like, what the fuck?
That's J-Cat stuff. You get what I'm Bro, I told you the same thing. I said, look, bro, I'm just letting you know. When you called me, Wack, we need to holler. I said, I'm just telling you right now, bro. He's the face to your neighborhood. Now, if y'all, that's what y'all wanted to be. And I said, as soon as something happened, you're going to start seeing your neighborhood tied to stuff.
Bro, he could have got the homies to some bullshit, bro. The young homies. And all they want is an opportunity in life, homie. All they want is to be rappers. All they want is to be singers. They felt like No Jumper was the opportunity to make this happen. You know what I mean? I'm not. like I say, I'm not down. I'm not dissing no Crips. I love Crips. I learned to realize as a black man that we all black and we need to stand together and create businesses and stuff, right? If I got a personal problem with you, I got a personal problem with you. I'm not disrespecting no Crips. I don't even want to see no blood disrespecting no Crips. You know?
And this is my thing, bro. This is my thing when it comes to Ant Hefe. You know, me and Ant Hefe been politicking maybe 6 months, but I kind of gotten to know the brother, right? And you know,
he's a good person, very good person.
He didn't been everywhere we didn't been. He did time, fed, state, county wide, all that, right? So what I don't want to happen is people saying, "Oh, Ant, they calling you out." I'm telling you as a homie, right? The violation is on King Peel's side, and I'm not even calling the violation because he dissed, because he's a power rule, and if he felt like he want to diss, that's his right. The violation,
that's true.
He bowed it down. Ant got the right
that's real.
To say, "Hey, homie, that's what we ain't doing, woo-de-woo." And Ant said, "So what we doing?" Right?
There's no way. Look, Wack,
So
I swear to God on my,
we can't.
I swear to God on my grandma blood, and you telling the truth. There's no way in hell that a nigga could raise their voice to me like Ant, right? The way they did, no. You know, the way they did, nigga, blood, let's go outside, nigga. Nigga, I would have cracked blood in his face. Ant didn't do nothing wrong. The Buster shit was that nigga over there, King Peel.
So
that was the Buster shit.
Now, here's the thing. And King Peel, as a homie, he got the right to do it how he want to do it. He just got to stand on it. His problem
he got to stand on it.
Standing on it, right? So look, watch this. Ant from the gangster card, 4 extras from the neighborhood card. Them 2 dudes are neighborhood of size as enemies. This dude coming into the game, he violating everybody, right? In the name of 456, right? Because y'all wasn't addressing it. So I'm saying like this, what I don't want to happen is people saying, "Oh, Ant, they calling you out." Should be no call out with Ant. Ant ain't turning down nothing. But as a brother to Ant that I become, he ain't do nothing. He ain't, and I ain't copping no pleas for bro.
What I'm gonna do with the situation? I'm gonna drop the Ant fade. I'm gonna drop.
He didn't say you promote ass nigga, or he didn't say. He ain't said. He just said, "Homie, we ain't finna be doing none of that disgusting disrespect to the trade." Now, Ant was in a bad situation because we rather nigga said a trade or the disrespect to the trade. It's a diss to your hood anyway, right?
It's disrespectful, yeah. Right? It's disrespectful.
So
the nigga knew that, bro. If you did, first and foremost, right, me being from 456, I can't let a Trey yell at me like that. I'm gonna get active. I don't give a fuck with 100 niggas. I'm gonna get bracket,
yell
right?
At you like that.
I'm gonna get active, my nigga. But this the thing though, right? Ant didn't do nothing. Ant is stumped down, nigga. Off the respect of you, Wack. I'm just gonna leave that fade alone with Ant because you know Ant can do nothing,
but
bro.
What I'm saying is not.
The fuck you mean you just gonna leave a fade with me alone, nigga? Hold on, like. Nigga, the fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? You ain't got that money yet, motherfucker. You best be coming out with my cash. You understand me? Hey, you mean you just gonna leave the fade alone, nigga? Like, you don't say you want to fade me, then just get to be turn it off like that nigga, young Ant Hefe entered the room like the Undertaker too. Dun, I wasn't even fit to, you feel me?
So y'all heard it right there. So look, I don't pose no threat to nobody that don't pose no threat to me, nor no gang or community that don't pose no threat to me. You know what I'm saying? Nor trying to harm me. That's first and foremost, bruh. Like, as this dude that you say you are, but you got the name Time Bomb, so that name speaks for itself. If you act on what the definition is. But you seem that you senseful, like you got some sense, that you grew out of some things. And if you grew out of these things, I think you have grew out of, how can the chats motivate you to say that you want to get down with me as if you defending the honor of 456? You will only be playing into what they said, that I marked out 456 when I didn't. Although this got to do with communities being dissed, as far as I'm concerned, this wasn't no 456 situation. This was a situation that came out of that dude's mouth and him standing, correcting, and speaking on what he meant by it. That's all. 456 was never mentioned. None of that. The word community was mentioned though. But it is what it is. But what we not about to do is act like Wack100 got me a pass. Are you doing this for Wack100, brother? You not doing nothing for Wack100, bro. If you got some smoke with me, then you got that smoke. If you don't got the smoke, you don't got the smoke. Be a man and leave that alone, because it ain't even no smoke with Fiend Pill. I don't have no smoke with him. I just don't have time for the goofiness. And that was a goofy situation. See, dudes always fancy in their mind who they are. And a lot of these dudes rarely walk these steps. I'm not one of them persons to call myself, hey, I'm this, I'm that. The people gonna tell you. The people gonna always tell you how they feeling. But that was goofy to me, bro. I gotta call it what it is. That was goofy, bro, for you like to even be up on here on camera talking about you want to squab with me because of the chats, bro. Like, as a grown man, I don't know if you got kids, but you know you talking about you on some blackness. How can you let that come out your mouth? How you know who in these chats? What if all them chats was the police? What if all them chats was the police? You gonna do the police work? Then on top of that, you got videos like this coming up.
Yeah! King Lil Pill, nigga! I can't wait to catch that pussy ass nigga slipping. Pussy. I'ma walk down on this pussy ass pistol gripping. Let's slide, 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 let's slide. Ain't no more talking about shit, bitch, I'm slide. First you was talking all that shit, now you dying. Let's slide, 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 let's slide. I jumped off the porch and I've been sleeping outside. Bitch, smoke you like a Newport in your eyes and watch you die. Bitch. Let's slide, 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 let's slide.
You cannot tell me this motherfucker not a mental institution patient. You can't tell me he not on the spectrum. What did that nigga, what did Munchie B say? My mama work with my mama work with, you feel me, motherfuckers who touched. Motherfuckers who, you ain't saying on the spectrum. This motherfucker on the spectrum. He own that motherfucker. He ain't just own it. He owns the spectrum. The spectrum is he. This motherfucker mentally disabled. He out there with a bunch of children. He didn't have a gang to come to the video shoot. Not one other adult. Not one other adult in his video shoot. Just all his friends. Just all his friends. This nigga couldn't nobody come to the video shoot. You feel me? Just this nigga. He got a bunch of little kids in the video. You feel me? These are his friends. He probably in the same class as some of these niggas. This shit crazy.
I call that shit killing time. Yeah.
This is King Pill, Lil King Pill, or whatever, Lil King Pill, with a blue and red rag tied around his neck. I don't know if he was cripping and blooding or if he did this video on some camaraderie. I don't know how long he been banging 456, bro. But at the end of the day, as man and as dude that say they stand on integrity and stand on some type of moral ethic, you gotta hold the goofiness feet to the fire. When people do goofy stuff and be on goofy stuff, you can't get mad at even if it's the opposition. I'ma chastise my people first and foremost because you are wrong. I'm not one of them persons that's gonna get mad and then just go at the ops. Cause most of the time, it be your folks. And like I said, I am not an op. But y'all gotta holler at y'all people, bro. And like Wack telling you, and like Wack said, when y'all allowing these people on camera to have y'all hood in their mouth, they become a representation of y'all hood in our mascot. So when people see these faces, they're gonna be like, oh, that's the face that associate with that. But let's cut the BS. Because if you high ranking as you speaking, then you should know better than to let a chat motivate you to say that you got a problem with me, but in all sense, recognize that I'm a real one or a solid one, bro. That don't make no sense at all, bro. As man, we gotta cut the goofiness, bro. Sit back, contemplate, and really think on what you saying versus this chats, versus what you been through in gangbanging and how it really go, bro. Wack100 don't get me no passes, bro. Ain't nobody getting me no passes, bro. What are you talking about, bro? If you gonna trip, you gonna trip, bro. If you not, bro. Let's leave it there. Let's not make it what it's not. As I try in that no jumper space, as I try to kill it, because we not about to let this become a trending topic or a butt of a no jumper joke. That's all. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna leave it right there, and we gonna conclude it there. It's your boy Young Ant Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe.
We just gonna conclude it there. You know, we gonna conclude it there. We gonna conclude it there. And Young Ant Hefe said what the fuck he said. Bruh was on some bullshit. Like, it's like you just attached yourself to some buster shit too. Like, I don't like you got tricked out your position. He tricked himself out his position over the chat. You came and you did the same thing because you look crazy now too. Like, you look crazy saying you want to fade with Young Ant Hefe right now. That look crazy. There was no reason. He wasn't in violation. Your dude was in violation. As a man, I ain't talking no gang shit. I'm talking about as a man. Nigga was, yeah, he ain't raise his voice up. None of that shit. He was very matter of fact. Look, it just ain't that. You know? In a real way. But that's key. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Was dude tripping or was dude standing up for his gang's honor? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like dude, the fiend peel, as Hefe calls him, fiend peel, ran into a nigga that wasn't going. Because think about it. If Ant Hefe was a nigga that was going, man, he would have went up on that motherfucker. He would have turned up, got his clips in and all that shit. He would have went up. That's why he created a moment with Adam after, because he needed to go up. You feel me? That shit crazy. But I ain't gonna hold your love too much longer, man. You already know what to do, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And we be back with another one when we got another one in, man.
Yeah, okay. New player circle. So, get low. Yeah.